No way. Lawyered. They're like, just kidding. It's like the opposite of a shrooms experience. Yo, gross, dude, no. We need a 23andMe. Man, bet they wish they had Google. Hello, hello, welcome back. Tonight, we're getting into episode 5 of season 2 of House of the Dragon called Regent. I am literally watching this episode directly after watching episode 4. Sometimes I have a little more of a break between episodes, but I felt like going back to back with this one, so I will be having the same beverage as last episode. Just a reminder, if you'd like to skip my intro and beverage pairing, there are timestamps and chapters in the description below. So, last episode, I was drinking this wine from Sonoma Coast. This time, I got the region correct. It's a Pinot Noir with an interesting name, Cuda Foudre, and it tells you on the back here. I don't know if it'll focus, maybe it will, but it literally has, you know, the how to say it. Because, yeah, I mean, with a name like that, not everyone's gonna get it the first time, and just a reminder that it basically means when lightning strikes. So I do find it very fitting, especially given last episode. It was crazy. I'm like still processing what Aemon did and just how cold and calculating he was. I mean, he kind of always has been that way, but it's a bit shocking to do that to your own brother. Like, bruh, whoa. And to successfully, you know, stage it so that it looks like, I don't know, to successfully stage it, and then also getting Rhaenys too. I just hated how well it went for him. I really do. It's just a sinking feeling. It's beyond angry. It's like a hopeless kind of sinking feeling. So I'm really curious how this next episode's gonna go. Here is our lovely wine. She's probably opened up quite a bit since the last episode where I poured it, but I will still give you a proper cheers. So, cheers, kampai, and let's give it a try now with some extra time, air, and opening up. See how she's changed. Okay, so it was really bright and fruity the first time I smelled it. I can tell it's definitely opened up. Ooh, I'm getting more like spice notes. It's less like sweet fruity, it's more like fall fruit flavor notes, if you know what I'm saying. Probably currant. That's such a common like wine note, which is funny because as Americans, currants aren't like readily available at the grocery store, but it's a common one. I'm assuming that's what's kind of popping out now. It's a different fruity vibe at this point, but still very good. That could turn me on to Pinot Noirs. I don't know. Like I said before, I typically am like, give me a good Meritage, a cab. That's usually my go-to, but that's nice. That's real nice. And I'm ready. I'm ready to dive into episode 5. Hope you are too. Let's do it. Oh, I feel like this is a different director. I feel like it's usually Alan something, at least the last few episodes. Oh man, I can't even imagine how Alicent's gonna feel. Oh. We got Corlys, so we're on this side. I'm so sad for him. Aww. Yeah, it's devastating. Oh, those oranges are not in good shape. Uh-oh, everyone's desperate and hungry. You know what happens when the people get hungry? A revolution. They revolt.
Slain by your king! To Aegon!
Dude, I don't know if they're gonna be all about this. They're like starving.
Dragon,
My word.
Yeah, they killed a dragon. Exactly. Black Omen. Yeah, nuh-uh. I don't think the people are gonna be like, yeah, good job. We're loving this.
Don't they realize we won the battle?
Strange victory, if it was one.
Yeah. Coal is so thick.
I thought the dragons was gods.
Yeah. Why is your king killing dragons? If they're so sacred.
It's just me.
Oh, the people are hungry. They're gonna want to eat it? Oh no. Eee. Oh my gosh, the rat catchers are still up. Oh. Oh. I wonder if she suspects. Yeah, I don't even know if she can process anything right now.
Is he alive?
His grief
Oh, he's...
remains with us for the moment.
Wait, what? Oh my gosh, is he gonna live? No way. Why were they carting him around then? Oh, gross. Oh, God. Oh. Oh my gosh. Oh! Oh my gosh. The amount of pain.
Is my son going to die?
I'm afraid I cannot say. If you'll excuse me, Your Grace, these next hours are most critical.
Oh, dude, no one deserves that. That's so messed up. Oh. 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 Dude, you did this to him. That's so wrong. Oh my gosh, those are the bandages.
Someone will have to rule in his stead.
So that's how you clean a knife or sword back then.
What happened?
We took the castle at the cost of some 900 men.
So I've heard.
I left a meager garrison behind to protect it, and the king's dragon.
The king, Sir Kristen, what befell him?
Yeah, that part.
His grace fought valiantly.
In Aemond?
Oh, Aemond. What did he do?
What was his part in this?
I could not say.
Our largest dragon has been killed. Kristen Cole marches about the Crown Lands unchallenged. We still have no ground army but the one we hope that Daemon will raise. He who has left us after some marital spat.
Do you take issue with me, Sir Alfred? But your willingness to give me deference in a time of war?
I could never doubt your capability or your quickness of mind. It is merely that the gentler sect heretofore has not been much privy to the strategies of battle.
Excuse me.
There's been peace in our lifetime.
I think she can handle it, bro.
There has been peace in our lifetime. You've seen no more battles than I have.
Yo, tell him. Oh my gosh.
If Cole pursues his campaign, our allies must be ready.
We must answer Rook's Rest and Duskendale.
They are lost already. Vagar is depleted after such a hard-fought battle.
If Aegon is dead, we will soon know it.
'Twould be a victory in name only. They will soon prop up another in its stead.
If we can strike King's Landing before their dragon is recovered...
Then I myself must do it.
Out of the question.
Whoa.
What would you have me do?
Is her, yeah, I was gonna say, is her son gonna get his chance?
Jace? Where are you going?
To Harrenhal.
And you think you will tame him, when the Queen herself could not?
I don't think it's a good idea for him to go to Harrenhal.
Whilst I'm here being forced to play the coddled princeling, it's humiliating, Bela.
No, you're too important.
You are the succession.
Yeah. Exactly.
I can sit still no longer.
Man, these... Don't make Aegon mistakes, Jace, okay? No. Chill. Chill. You don't have to act right now.
The Freys. They control the crossing at the Twins. Cregan Stark's greybeards are marching south. If his men had a direct route into the Riverland, we would not have to wait for Daemon to act. I will treat with the Freys to secure it.
She will not like it.
Then don't tell her.
Not till it's too late. Yo. Kids.
The hour is late. My dragon is hungry. You have no choice but to submit. Our terms are simple, Lord Bracken. Renounce the false King Aegon as a usurper. Bend the knee to me, or your house burns.
Do they even know he's, well, almost dead yet?
I would sooner be the Lord of Bones and Cinders than bend my knee before some heathen Blackwood and his hired dragon.
The Brackens were a people hatched out of the deepest of the seven hells.
Did your brother's head keep on its way back to you, Willem?
Dude, this rivalry is too deep.
That is quite the impression, Lord Bracken, but alas, not an answer.
Are you all gonna die? Come on now.
We choose fire.
They're like, just kidding. Dude.
I did not think they would be so eager to die.
I mean, the rivalry is deep.
You should have indulged them.
I need them alive. Came here to raise swords, not corpses.
They are pig-headed.
They would rather burn than succumb.
Yeah.
Exactly the kind of men I need.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's exactly, like, that's great on the battlefield.
We have fought them for an age and more.
Then perhaps you could try less fighting and more persuading.
They are unyielding
okay.
in battle.
Uh-huh.
But every man has a weakness.
You take my meaning, then. There are things that Crown itself must not be seen to do. Show them your worst.
I am your servant, your grace.
Are you listening?
My lady.
The Eyrie itself is impregnable. Unless, of course, we're descended upon from the sky.
You promised the Queen Rhaenyra 15,000 swords.
In return for protection, a dragon.
Uh-oh. Well, we're kind of short at the moment.
She sent 2.
I have hunting hounds that are more fearsome.
They are dragons nonetheless. I do not recall you
They'll grow.
specifying the size of the beast in your request.
Will you goad me, child?
Lawyered.
The dragons will grow.
Oh.
In time.
I don't have time.
Yeah, they will.
I mislike feeling powerless.
So do I.
Don't we all?
My sympathies for the death of your grandmother.
The way they spoke at my small council today.
Do they hold you responsible for Rhaenys and her dragon?
They speak around me, not to me. I am now the sovereign. I cannot do as I please.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta be protected. Come on.
You are your father's chosen successor.
They did not prepare me to fight. If I had been a son, a sword thrust into my hand the moment I could walk. Instead, I was given my father's cup. And they know it.
Yeah, but, like, the knowledge is the more important part in your position. Like...
If I must be supplicant to my own husband, what does that make me? I do not know my part.
Supplicant. What a word.
Criston Cole made a mistake. Parading a dragon's head through the streets like a prize of war. But the people see an ill omen. They are afraid. Bread is scarce. The king has fallen. They whisper to each other that when Viserys lived, there was peace.
But will whispers tear down stone or break shields?
Yeah. Revolution.
Do not underestimate your subjects. They are 1,000
Yes.
living in the shadow of the Red Keep and forgotten.
And you think they will turn to me?
Girl.
To the discontented.
Oh, if you promise them, tell him you'll feed him. Tell them Times will be prosperous with you.
What you cannot do, let others do for you.
Oh, man, she's good.
There is more than one way to fight a war.
The people! Power to the people!
The thought of her lying in a field, broken amongst her enemies.
No. Yeah, it's messed up. Poor girl.
Did your grandmother ever tell you of the night she claimed Maylis? She knew that place better than any elder. They said she could see in the dark.
My father was furious. The fastest beast ever known, and she'd have none of him, but bent her neck to Rhaenys.
She was fierce. She did not always care for me, for what she gave me in the end. I'm grateful.
Mm-hmm.
I wished I had known her when she was young.
Oh, don't we all kind of wish that for our grandparents and stuff?
And with her gone, I must rely on you. Would you give this to your grandsire? I do not wish to stand alone.
Damon.
Oh, jeez.
Damon, you were always the strong one.
Who is he seeing?
The fearless dragon rider. Viserys was unsuited for the crown. But you, Damon, you were made to wear it.
Are these demons like feeding his own ego?
If only
it's like the opposite of a shroom's experience.
My favorite son.
Oh, that's supposed to be his mom? Yo, gross, dude. No. No.
There's also Goose.
What is that? An Electra complex? Ugh. Oedipal, Electra, I can't remember the difference between the two. It's been forever, and I don't ever want to think about it.
I was saying, given the rather dire news from Rook's Rest, it appears the winds have shifted and each side has suffered great loss and will be unsure of what is to follow.
A good time then for a show of strength. I believe Willem Blackwood is bringing House Bracken to heel. We must ready the castle to receive a great host. How does the work here progress?
The bats have made the corridors almost impassable with the quantity of
their shit.
Guano. I mean, doesn't that stuff like make people go crazy? I feel like that's a thing. Like their waste is literally toxic to you.
Is there any gold left in your coffers?
Enough to keep this small establishment you see fed and warm. I rather thought, Your Grace, perhaps she could provide the necessary coin.
No. Paranor is my command. I shall guarantee the payment myself.
Very well, Your Grace.
You should address me as my king.
But you're the prince.
What would you call the husband of the queen?
Well, the king.
There it is, then.
Consort.
That last bit seems unnecessary, don't you
Oh. Dude.
The armor was Valyrian steel. His Grace suffered grievous burns over much of his body.
Yeah, it's bad.
There are more injuries within, injuries we cannot see.
Is he gonna live? That's gonna be so messed up.
I have plied my crafts to their fullest extent. Our king's fate lies with the gods now.
Don't look so happy, Aemond.
The king cannot rule in his sleep.
Wasn't bad enough you, like, tried to kill him. It's...
But now we must name a regent to take his place, until he recovers. Or does not.
A regent.
A regency will assure the people of the stability of the crown.
That's what this episode title's all about, I guess.
I myself served in this role with my husband. I am well prepared to do it again.
You played your part admirably in a time of peace, Your Grace.
We don't want a woman during war, is what they're gonna say.
Obvious choice is his immediate successor, Prince Aemond.
Agreed.
Aemond is young, and his lack of restraint has already cost us dearly.
Oh no. Oh no!
Queen Alicent ably shouldered the duties of the realm when her husband's health failed him.
Well, yes, but the Dowager Queen is a woman.
I am no stranger to rule or to sitting at this council. But my experience is needed here, at this table.
No offence was meant, Your Grace, but...
I mean...
Lord Larys.
No offense, but, you know...
I agree, Your Grace, it must be Prince Aemond. But the hand speaks with the king's voice, Sir Kristen. What say you?
Oh, it's gonna be his. It's gonna be hit on him, and he's gonna say Aemond.
Aemond is the next in line. It must be him.
It's agreed, then.
Oh, you know she wants to slap him. This is so bad. I'm so sorry, Alicent.
What is our standing in the Riverland?
Ugh.
For now. We would do well to send word to Young
Dude, can she even hear anything right now?
before he inherits his grandsire's mantle.
Tell me, Lord.
Oh my gosh, the way they're doing her breathing is amazing. That's a great effect.
What else? We might.
The tension is insane.
What are your tasks? We shall meet again at first light. And someone cut down the fucking rat catchers.
Seriously, he's not wrong for that part. It's messed up.
The city's safe no longer.
The people are starving and dying.
There is no food. Our neighbors are stealing from each other. We must get out.
For all we know, every road leads into the Dragon's Teeth.
Like the one they carted through the streets. You think Rhaenyra will let such an affront go unchallenged? Have you been paid for those machines you were forced to build?
The king has promised payment.
King has lied.
Uh-oh. Promises broken.
By all means, stay and wait for his empty promises, husband. With them, you can feed the mouths of ghosts.
Oh, poor pupper. Alicent, what are you doing? I need to talk to you.
Aemond is the next in line.
You know what he is, what he has somehow become. Has your loyalty faded, or does it flourish only at night and flee the sunrise like a moth?
Yo.
What did you see?
Their armor melted. There were men walking, they were on fire.
He's got some trauma.
The Dragon Rider should lead us.
So you cast me aside?
Have I not spared you? What we must do now is terrible. Will you preside over it?
Lots of death.
Is this who you are, Alicent?
I did not ask to be spared. And I did not give you leave to speak my name.
Bro. Oh no, they're not letting him leave? Dude, they're gonna freaking revolt.
Somebody get him! Stay back!
Can you imagine?
By order of Aemond Targaryen, Prince Regent!
Aemond.
Does he mean the king?
I don't know.
Yeah, everyone's like, what's the Regent? Oh, dude. Yup. Oh, wow, your kid is not looking good. Oh, no.
Our Lord Grover Tully has not declared for Rhaenyra. Means death to bear steel against your liege, as I'm sure my prince is aware.
Jason Lannister is marshalling to the west. We need to check him before he reaches River Run.
Our hesitance does not lie in Rhaenyra as queen. Our fear lies in Vhagar.
You fear a dragon, leagues away, when mine own sits outside your walls.
Do you offer us your protection?
I do.
And the protection of my uncle.
And Daemon, I'm sure, has consented to this?
He will do as his queen commands.
That does lend us some comfort. Though it occurs to me that dragons cannot be in two places at once.
Or three.
What do you want?
A dragon, like, posted up here?
Does the Queen intend to raise up a new lord?
You want Harrenhal?
You guys tell them they can have it?
For that, my mother will want more than your crossing.
What does her grace desire?
All of
Bent
it.
Knees.
I mean, I think that's fair. He's a good negotiator. Oh man, that's so pretty. Jeez, Daemon, you need to get out of there. Alice has put a spell on you.
I hear strange things from Brackenland.
There's news then.
News? No. What I hear in the wind.
Whoa. Why'd her voice get all crazy?
Children being taken from their mothers, men coming home to find their doors unlatched, their wives carried away.
War is a terrible thing.
These are crimes against the innocent that any upright man would repudiate.
Surely you haven't mistaken me for an upright man. That fool Aegon is unlike to survive.
But I'm sure your tactics are, after all, approved by the Queen.
Yo.
She cannot succeed, Alice. The people who support her will not be led by her. They look to a man for strength. When I take King's Landing, Rhaenyra is welcome to join me there and take her place by my side. King and Queen, ruling together.
Oh no. Daemon.
And none of this will be my problem.
It's a pity, don't you think, that you never knew your mother?
A message, Your Grace. House Bracken is yours.
Oh boy. Oh, dude.
I sought you at high tide. I was surprised when they said you were here.
My castle is a tomb. Empty. Haunted.
Queen Rhaenyra wishes to name you Hand.
Even the death of my wife does not content her.
It is a sign of her great esteem.
Or does she think the position will compensate me for my loss?
She died as she would have wished to die, with honor, in Dragonfire, the way my mother chose, and the way I myself wish to meet my end. I will see Rhaenyra ascend the Iron Throne, as Rhaenys wished. You yourself may do as you see fit.
Granddaughter.
You are very wise, granddaughter.
I would make you my heir.
I am blood and fire. Driftmark must pass to salt and sea.
Wow.
You were correct in saying our best hope of an army is with Daemon. I wish you to go to Harrenhal.
Are you removing me from your council?
No.
You and your house served my father well. And I know you will never accept the Hightower claim.
Not while I live, Your Grace.
We cannot challenge King's Landing without the Riverlands. I ask you to reason with him. Find out his state of mind and his intentions.
Intentions?
Whether he means to raise a host for me or for himself. Go now with haste. I'll send good men to see to your safety.
Have you any message for him?
Tell him I would much like to finish our last conversation.
Your Grace.
Oh. Like, what is happening to him?
Your Grace. The River Lords have come, Your Grace. They wish an audience.
Now? What godless hour is it?
The Wolf. They are demanding to speak presently.
Okay. Then I guess we're speaking.
See, I must begin here with a lesson in etiquette. Is there some reason you feel free to wake a king in his bed?
House Bracken have been brought to heel at the hands of Willem Blackwood. There have been complications.
The sacred steps on Bracken lands were looted and burned.
As were the fields and farms.
There were works of barbarity.
What of common decency?
These beasts proudly carried the banner of House Targaryen. Red dragon on black.
Oh no.
Have you looked after our girls?
We should have expected nothing more from a man who ordered the slaughter of a child in his mother's arms.
That is a lie.
Whoa.
Know this, interloper. The Riverlands are an ancient place.
Interloper.
And dragon or no, we shall not raise our banners for a tyrant.
Daemon, Oh, that's interesting. He's got his hand up. She's got hers. I think they're both feeling a little overwhelmed.
Move along, lass.
I have an errand for the Lady Missaria.
I thought she was dead.
Would she die without collecting her due?
Most people want out these days.
Great shot.
Was it worth the price?
Elena. She knows. This is just terrible. Oh.
Prince Jacaerys, Your Grace.
Oh, where have you been?
Visenya,
Vhagar's first rider, and the first wielder of Dark Sister.
I hope you do not mean to use her as an example.
Why shouldn't I?
Oh, it was a long time ago.
What is the mood at the Twins? Did his lordship quibble?
He wishes for the phrase to be granted Harrenhal. At war's end, assuming.
You chafed at being prevented from action. Imagine my lord. I'm a dragon rider as well. With a war being fought over my ascension.
You are the queen. The tie that binds us. No harm can come to you.
And you are my son, and I did not give you leave to go.
Yeah. You are the succession.
And when Aemond comes hunting for you, your dragon is young. Will you fly before Vhagar as Luke did?
Oh boy.
Perhaps Daemon could...
Daemon is not here. And Aemond now rules in King's Landing.
Is Aegon dead?
Dead or alive, we have no answer for Vhagar. Vhagar is big, but Syrax is quicker.
So was Meleys.
Meleys fought 2 dragons and one of them is slain. Shall I fight for my birthright, or shall I wait here until we are all destroyed?
Oh.
I need dragons.
We have 2 large enough to stand against Vhagar. They are called Vermithor and Silverwing, and they sleep just beneath our feet.
Yes, and if only they had riders, none could stand against me.
What about
There
me?
are those of our line who never ruled, those who married into other noble houses, their children born with other names.
Blood would be thin.
And yet...
The dragon will only accept a dragon lord to ride it. Are you suggesting we put a Malister on a dragon? A Tarly?
It's better than death and defeat.
Whoa, interesting.
There are records here, surely, of our line, and of those who fell out of it.
Time to go through the records.
There could be scores of them.
Who we do to 23andMe?
It's a mad sword.
But it might just work. Man, bet they wish they had Google. All right, so that was episode 5, Regent. I thought it was a pretty interesting episode. You know, I feel like the last episode was so intense. So there's gonna be some come down from that episode to whatever's next. But still very, very interesting and good in my opinion. I'm absolutely shocked that Aegon is still alive. I don't know, is he gonna make it? And what does that mean if he makes it? I mean, I kind of feel like he's gonna make it given how much they're showing him, and I mean, maybe he dies and that's it. I feel like with all the time they're showing, with the extent of his injuries and everything, I think he's gonna live maybe, and what's gonna happen? How much is he gonna remember? Is he gonna be able to function as a king? I don't know, but I guess for the time being, our regent is Aemond. And I felt so bad for Alicent in that council meeting. She's like, I'm the most qualified, you idiots. You know, we gotta look strong or something. So it's gotta be a guy. So it's gotta be Aemond. And he's very calculating. He might be young and brash, but he certainly has more, I don't know if I want to call it like intelligence, but a certain sense of battle sense, battle intelligence, as it were, than his brother. So I think you know, the fears Rhaenyra and all of them are talking about with, you know, go into action and the time, you know, the time is ticking. I think that's very accurate. I think we're gonna start seeing some pressure and problems from him very, very soon, unless Aegon wakes up. I mean, he did say mommy at the end there, so maybe he like actually wakes up and then Aemond can't take over and loses the regency. I don't know. And that would certainly, I think in terms of Rhaenyra, it would be more beneficial for Aegon to wake up. I think it would just be very distracting. It would cut up this pace that Aemond is trying to set. Who knows? So I don't know what's going on with Daemon in Harrenhal. That whole situation is so messed up. I wonder if he's gonna like be normal when he leaves. Is it Alice giving him some potion that's making him deranged, or is it literally just being there, or a combination of many things? Like I said, I think there's mold. I think it's black mold, and it's just getting to his head, and he's creating his own problems there. I mean, how are you gonna like try and step into a, you know, centuries old, maybe even longer, millennia old feud between these two houses? Yeah, that's not easy, and I think he's seeing that. Certainly by the end of the episode, I think he's finally getting it. I thought it was interesting to have a little bit of hope at the end with Jace and Rhaenyra. Are we gonna get some new dragon riders? I think that'll be really fun and interesting to watch. Who are they going to reach out to? Plus, that'd be so cool, like, if the house didn't have a strong allegiance to Rhaenyra, or didn't, and then you put someone from the house on a dragon, I mean, I feel like that's a surefire way to gain more allegiance. So I think Jace is right on with his plan. I can only imagine how that's going to turn out, but I think I have good feelings on that. And then I'm wondering, you know, how the people at King's Landing, you know, the commoner, the peasants, the plebeians. We're definitely getting a lot of information and sense of how they're feeling. They're starving, they're angry, promises are broken, and now they're being forced to stay in. Dude, I think if they think that Rhaenyra can help them be fed again, help them out of this dire situation, I think that's probably gonna be a great resource and a great source of power amongst the powerless when they collect and unite. Yeah, when they become a collective and unite, it's, you know, there was a bit of that with like Daenerys even in Game of Thrones. She was definitely for the people. She wanted to take away slavery and free those people, and that garnered a lot of support for her. I think being kind of in touch with the needs of the people, caring, wanting them happy and fed and doing well is not certainly in Aemon's purview. So I really do think that's going to be cool. It's going to be good, and it's going to be cool to see how that works out for her. I hope. But a lot can go wrong, obviously. So anyway, that's my thoughts after this episode. I hope you enjoyed watching along with me. If you want to see what I'm up to on my other like social media stuff, that is in the description below. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.